The Lions just made an interesting and surprising trade. So we just traded for our old kicker, Riley Patterson. Now, why this is interesting is because we have Badgley, who we re signed this offseason, who is a very solid kicker, like him. And then we've got a kicker that we signed recently. We kind of found a kicker from the XFL. We've been looking for kickers like crazy, but Riley Patterson comes back, and Riley Patterson is someone I really liked. I didn't understand why we released him in the first place. So here it is. Bro Bible is saying, hey, this is interesting because last season, 2022, Jaguars claimed Patterson from us. He made 30 of 35 attempts, 10 of 13 from 40 plus, two of three from 50 more yards. So he has a leg enough. And then he was perfect in the playoffs, made all four of his extra point attempts, all three of his field goals, including the game winner. So the dude's clutch. When he was with us, he was solid. Now it says here that the Jaguars signed Brian McManus and waived Riley Patterson, but they didn't waive him. The Lions swoop in and make a trade for him. So what do you trade for a kicker that's going to be released? I mean, this has got to be like a 2025 seventh round pick or something, like something crazy. So let's take a look at this. So Patterson was undrafted in 2021. He's with the Vikings and the Patriots, and then he goes to the Lions. And if you remember, we were having trouble. Remember that Steelers game where we go into overtime, we end up tying with them. The dude cannot even make a kick, doesn't even get off the ground. And then there was a couple weeks after that, or maybe the next week, we find Patterson. He goes 13 of 14 on field goals, perfect on extra points in 7 games for the team. And remember, that's when we were playing our best. He settled down field goal or the kicking game. And there was nothing worse than when we were not doing good in 2021 and we'd go down and, get in field goal range and miss. And, it's just like, dude, you got to make these. So he really was a part of that. Remember that last 7 games in 2021, we played a lot better, won 3 games, and he was a big part of that. But then they waived him in August, and he was immediately claimed by the Jags and just went through just what I said, 30 of 35, 36 of 37 on extra points. We already have Michael Badgley, who was very solid for us, and then John Parker Romo are the other players or the other kickers. So this is interesting to me. This tells me a couple things. Number one, Badgley, maybe not the kicker we think because they go get John Parker Romo. And then they also think like Patterson's legit. If you look at his 7 games in 2021 when we had him, and then last season, this is a legit field goal kicker, and we need this dude. And so why not really settle in on our field goal kicking? It also tells me another thing, that I think the Lions truly believe that, the front office truly believe that we're going to be good this year. And let's not leave any stone unturned, especially field goal kicking. It's way overlooked. We don't give it enough attention until it's in the fourth quarter and you got to have it. So I'm thinking that we just want to add competition. We know that he's going to be released, so we're not giving up anything. Here's a 6th round pick next year. I don't know, but I think we really want to make sure that our kicking game's in line. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. This one was interesting to me, and I'm surprised that you trade for a kicker that's already being released. But I think the Lions think that he would have been picked up right away, and we want to give more competition to our kicking game. And this is something we have to take seriously because we are going to be good this year. And you don't want to mess around and get the right guys. Get the right guys in place and make sure that we execute this properly, top to bottom, special teams. And our special teams has been really good over the last couple of years, considering in 2021 we weren't great. But kicking game has always been like, I think it's okay. It's good, right? It's and then Badgley comes in, plays very well. But Patterson was playing. I don't get the Patterson thing. So Patterson comes back in, has a chance to compete. And here we go again with Patterson and Badgley. And the fact that we traded for him, not just that we signed him, the fact that we traded for him makes me believe that Patterson might have a chance. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.